Hello friends, so we have the prelims examination coming for the UPSC on 10th of October. The next prelims is scheduled and there must be a lot of excitement. We just had the results of UPSC coming, and so in this backdrop I thought I should just share with you some ideas, some strategies for the D-Day, that is 10th of October. What should be your approach? So friends, just I'll take your 5 minutes, just note down the important points. To start with, friends, first of all, when you wake up, then you should realize that your body needs warm up and your mind also needs warm up. You should not be left in a situation when during the examination, your mind is not working, the answers are not coming, you know the answers, but somehow you're not comfortable, the mind, the blood flow, the oxygen flow is not there. So first of all, warm up in the early morning. Do some warm up exercises. Simple stretching exercises would be sufficient. They will increase the blood supply to the brain. You can do simple long breathing exercises. This will improve the oxygen level of your body and this will help you in activating your mind. Secondly, you must ensure that you reach early at the exam location and you should make yourself comfortable before the examination. Friends, in the preliminary examination, there will be 3 categories of questions. The first category would be those questions which are very easy for you to answer. These questions don't even need time for you to think. They are just fact-based or they are on your fingertips. The second category would be those questions which can be answered, but you will need some time, probably 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes probably to answer. And the third category would be those questions of which you have no idea at all. They are very tough questions. They are beyond your knowledge on that day. So how to tackle these 3 categories of questions, this I'm going to discuss with you. First of all, my first tip is read the entire question paper in the first reading. Don't skip any question in the first reading and don't get stuck in any question in the first reading. So first reading, right from the first question, the last question, you have to read all the questions, but you have to attempt only the category A questions in the first reading. That means those questions which you are sure of answering. In the first reading, you should not answer category B and category C questions because they will eat up your time. You will get stuck. In the first reading, you don't have to get stuck in any question, no matter, even if you are confident of solving them. So friends, in the first reading, you mark the questions you are confident of solving by giving some time. This is the category B of the questions. So again, I would summarize that in the first reading, you answer all the category A questions, which are very easy to answer. But at the same time, you mark with a tick. I used to mark with a tick the questions which you know that you will be able to solve, but they will require some time. And mind you, you don't have to get stuck even in this category of questions, the first reading. First reading, no point of getting stuck in any question, but mark with a tick those questions which you can solve by giving some time. Now friends, you also have to mark the questions which are very tough, that is the category C questions. I used to mark them with a circle on the number of the question. So now the scene is that in the first reading, you have completed the reading of all the questions. You have not left any question, and at the same time, you have answered all the questions which you are confident of answering. At the same time, in the first reading itself, you have marked those questions with the tick mark which you are confident of solving, but which will take some time, and you don't want to get stuck by devoting some time to a particular question. So you will come to this question in second reading. And the third category, you will mark with a circle. These are the questions that you are not going to read until and unless you have sufficient time at the last. So friends, now coming to the second reading. Second reading, now you have those questions with the tick mark which you are confident of answering, but they need some time. Now in the second reading, you can give that time. You can give 30 seconds, 40 seconds to a question which you are confident of solving. And mind you, this is the category of questions wherein you can use intelligent guessing. You can eliminate certain options. Suppose there are 4 options. So you can eliminate 2 options by intelligent guessing, but that will need some time. So that is why you are not answering these questions in the first reading. But second reading is for category B questions itself. You will give some time, and after the second reading, in fact, in the second reading also, you should not touch the category C questions. These are the tough questions. These are not to be touched. They will These are the questions that will take negative marking from your score. And these are the questions which will consume a lot of time without giving you the benefit because you don't know the answer. So now, friends, we have got 2 readings done. First reading, all the category A questions answered and category B and C marked with a different sign. Second reading, all the category B questions answered, but category C remained untouched. Now, after this, if you have got time, you can just go through the category C questions also, but it is very unlikely that you'll be answering these questions because these are the questions that you don't know. And these are the questions which will give you negative marking. Now, friends, your target should be that the cutoff the cutoff is released by the UPSC every year. So the category A and B questions should be such that your cutoff gets cleared. This should be your target and this should be the purpose of your preparation. So friends, don't get carried away in answering all the questions in the first attempt itself, in the first reading itself. You just have to focus on the category A questions in the first reading, and in the second reading, the category B questions, which need some time, and category C questions are better if left untouched, and it would be the best possibility that your cutoff gets cleared in the first and the second reading itself. That is by answering the category A and category B questions. Friends, why I'm saying this, that you should go through the all the questions the first reading, because just imagine the situation that if you are suppose taking part in a race, in a long race, in a cross country race, then it would be better if you know the track, the potholes, the shortcuts, and the uphill and downhill slopes, so that you can run faster and finish better. So the first reading is to have a feel of the question paper, and the first reading is to identify what are the potholes, what are the category C questions, and what are the possibilities in terms of category B questions. So friends, this is from my side, and no wild guesses. Intelligent guesses or eliminating the options would be, okay, preferable in category B questions. And finally, don't be tensed, because tension will only reduce your efficiency, your efficacy, and just think in your mind that you have done your best, and there is always an option, and there is always the next time. So friends, all the best, and I hope that you all do well, and I'll just wait eagerly for good news from your side. Bye.